Hey guys, Jared here. As we all know, Nintendo have dropped their Nintendo Direct, and core blimey, was it a big one. It was absolutely incredible. The amount of information they squeezed into 30 minutes was mind-blowing. And if you don't know, they've announced Super Smash Bros. For the Switch for a 2018 release, which is extremely exciting. We don't quite know if it's going to be a port of the Wii U version or if it's going to be a brand new Smash Bros. I'm sure we'll probably find out at E3 later this year. But I'm not going to talk about Smash Bros for too long, because I've already made 2 videos prior to this one on it. So I'll sort of skim over it, hey, Smash Bros is out. I know that's like the big piece of information, but Smash Bros wasn't the only game that was announced in the Direct. There were so many games announced for the Nintendo Switch for the entirety of this year, and I'm going to be just going through the list of the games and sort of giving my opinions on some of them. I'm not going to make it too long, I'm just going to make it short and sweet on my opinions on these games. So if you like the sound of my voice, then you're in for a treat. If you don't, this might not be the video for you. Okay, so starting off, we are Nintendo on the 3DS launches. This one I was kind of late for, so I was doing something previous to this, but I managed to pick up on some bits and bobs that they were releasing for the 3DS, and that was they're making a new WarioWare game. I've never really been into WarioWare, so this didn't really do anything for me. Mario, I think they're doing like a revamp of Mario and Luigi inside Bowser, and they're like including Bowser Jr. I'm not sure if this is like a DLC or a brand new release, but I'm pretty sure it's a brand new release. They're getting the GameCube version of the Luigi's Mansion and porting it to the 3DS as well. I wasn't able to collect the release dates to any of these, because like I said, I slightly missed the beginning, so these are all the games I'm basically just picking up as I go. There probably was some more 3DS games, I wasn't too sure, because I missed the complete 3DS parts, but let's be honest, not a huge amount of people really cared about the 3DS. Everyone was there to find out what they're releasing for the Switch. And one big chunk of the Switch's release was Mario Tennis Aces, which, to be honest, for me, I'm not crazy on Mario Tennis. I've never really been into Mario sports games except Mario Strikers Charged Football. That game was amazing. But Mario Tennis, Mario Golf never really done anything for me, so it was kind of upsetting that a huge majority of the Direct was directed to this, to Mario Tennis. But I did like what I saw though. Like, if you are into Mario Tennis, like, I imagine you probably got pretty giddy about this, because one thing I always admire about Nintendo is the fact that they're really innovative. They don't just go the boring route all the time. They really was like trying to think outside the box. That they're adding like tennis rackets breaking and stuff. They're adding just lots of different things to the game, which, to be honest, actually kind of appealed to me a little bit, and I wouldn't mind giving it, playing it if I had the chance to. It just seems really interesting. It didn't just do like the classic tennis game. They sort of had like a life counter on your racket so that your racket would break over time. Really interesting, really innovative. Hats off to you, Nintendo. A lot of this was also like revamps of games and bringing back old games from old systems, and a lot of third-party support, which was fantastic. And speaking of third-party support, the Crash trilogy is coming to the Nintendo Switch on July 10th, which is extremely exciting because this is going to be Crash's first appearance, his debut on a Nintendo console, which is extremely exciting. Another big announcement is that Undertale will be coming to the Switch. They didn't give us a release date for this one, they simply said coming soon, and I've never played Undertale before, so I'm really looking forward to hopefully playing it when it does eventually come out. Another game was Dark Souls. They're basically remastering it, putting it on the Switch, and there is an amiibo coming for Dark Souls as well, which is really exciting. Once again, Dark Souls is a game I never played, so hopefully I'll be able to play it when it comes out for the Switch, and that game will be coming out the 25th of May this year. Let's have a look. Little Nightmares. A game I really wanted to play but just never got the opportunity is coming to the Switch, and I would never have predicted this. This has to be one of the most like gruesome, scary games to like feature on a Nintendo console. Like nothing else springs to mind that is as scary as Little Nightmares. Like I've seen it being played online because it just looks so cool and amazing. So I'm so happy about Little Nightmares coming to the Switch. Captain Toad, I know we're moving out of third-party territory now, but Captain Toad is coming over. It's going to be basically a port of the Wii U version. I think they're adding a few maps from Mario Odyssey, so that's going to be pretty fun. Once again, I never got a Nintendo Wii U, so it's going to be very, very fun to play Captain Toad. Yeah, they're adding lots of adding lots of levels, and they've also not just releasing it for Switch, they're putting it on the 3DS as well, which is extremely exciting. Well, for all you 3DS holders, which I actually am. I have a 3DS, so, you know, I might give it a go, I might not, let's see. Octopath Traveler. This is a game I really hope people don't overlook. The Octopath Traveler is just, it looks like a beautiful game. It looks so nice. It's a really good looking RPG. I really, really want to play it. I think they've got like 8 main characters, and they announced 2 of them, Tressa and Alphine, I think that's how you pronounce it. I couldn't quite remember how you pronounced it, but yeah, 2 new characters. I'm definitely going to keep my eye on this one when it comes out because it looks like a really, really good RPG. They announced another game, No More Heroes, 7 new game worlds. I've never heard of this game, I've never seen it being played, so to be honest, I really cannot give my opinion on this one because I've literally never heard of this game. This is the first time I've actually heard of it. Let's have a look. Something that's really interesting actually is they're releasing an ARMS test punch. So basically they're letting people play ARMS for free for 3 days. And I think that's basically because when they released ARMS, it was a bit of a game where people weren't too sure, and it was quite expensive. Like, if you're not too sure in a game, you gotta put up like, you know, 40, 50 bucks for it. It's a bit of an ask, and I think ARMS didn't sell as well as they wanted it to, because ARMS, I really appreciated it. It was a really innovative game, and it looked really cool, but I think a lot of people were a bit like, ugh, I'm not sure if they want to buy it. So they're basically just doing this tester just to get people to play it, see if people like it, and then they'll buy it. So I totally understand why they're doing it, and hopefully it boosts the sales of ARMS just that little bit more. And well, I mean, hopefully we'll see an ARMS too, because honestly, it's such a creative game, it's so innovative. Please test it out, guys, and hopefully buy it if you really, really enjoy it. Hyrule Warriors, the definitive edition, will be coming out May 18th. Basically, this was a game that was on the Wii U, but since nobody really bought the Wii U, they're porting it over to the Switch, and they're making it the definitive edition, so it's got like all the characters and all the levels and all the whatnot. Hyrule Warriors never really appreciated, it never really appeals to me, because it just seems like a bit of a hack and slash game. Just those types of games just don't really do anything for me, they don't interest me, they seem a little bit boring and tedious, but if it's up your alley, that's completely fine by me. And the last piece of information, I'm just checking my notes, I'm pretty sure that's it now, but the last piece of information is Splatoon 2 will be getting an Octo expansion, which will be a summer release, and it's also a European Championship that's going to be happening as well, which I'm not too sure about. I don't really keep up with Splatoon, I haven't actually played it before, so hopefully I'll be able to get my hands on that sometime in the future. But oh my goodness, this Nintendo Direct was absolutely incredible. It was just jam-packed with so much information, and of course, that finale with Super Smash Bros. And Splatoon, it makes me so excited for the E3 Nintendo section, because I think what I'm thinking is this just going to be a port, or is this going to be a brand new Smash game? I mean, no matter what, we have been told it's going to have a 2018 release, which is extremely exciting, cannot wait. But one thing that something that did pop up was there was no mention of Pokemon. I was expecting them to maybe dabble in Pokemon, but I think they're probably going to save that for E3, because that's going to be their second big announcement after more announcements of Smash Bros. So yeah, we could have a 2018 of a new Pokemon game and a new Smash Bros, which is crazy. So thank you guys very much for listening, and give me what do you think of the Direct. I thought it was absolutely incredible. Yeah, give me your opinions. I'll be sure to read them and reply to as many as I can. And stay tuned and be sure to subscribe for more news on Nintendo stuff going on in the world. So I'll see you guys later. Cheers.